Hello you lot. How's it going? Look where I am. Do you recognise it? Some of you might recognise it, some of you might not. It's a Talbot. The Talbot Express. She's back. She's undergone quite a few changes. Some quite major. I'll go through it all exactly in a minute. But to put it in a nutshell, there's a new roof. Brand new roof, the whole thing. Something on the roof, on the ceiling here, and there's a few other little bits and bobs as well. But before I show you all the actual everything in, together, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of cleaning because there's still some, dust, wood chips, etc., wood shavings and all that kind of stuff. Just general mess around. So got to get the old Henry out. There he is, look, the pneumatic. It's not a Henry, that one. It's just a pneumatic sitting there, ready to go. Clean all this up, vacuum all around the bunk bed up here. Look, we've still got quite a lot of debris and dirt. Vacuum all of that out. Now I can put the mattress back, and then we're on the road then. Still got a lot of stuff to do, but I'll explain all of that in a minute, what's still to happen and what has happened. Alright, that's looking a lot better. A lot cleaner up here now. I've still got to fix a few things. A little bracket for that's still coming off the wall. But now I can get the mattress on here. I'll do the duvet and everything later on. We'll worry about that later. I just want to get the fundamentals back in. Get it looking a bit more like a motorhome than it currently is. And then I'm a bit out of breath a little bit. I've just lugged that mattress all the way through the bloody doors, all the way up the driveway, but it's alright. So, get the mattress on. I've got a unit there that I don't know what to do with it. Come off, I'll show you in a minute. They come out the bathroom, out the shower, toilet, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to put it back on the wall because I don't want to put holes in the wall, because at the moment it's completely watertight, every single bit of it. I don't want to put any holes in the walls and nothing. I could stick it on, but it probably won't stay on there. We'll go through that in a bit. Get the mattress on, and then I want to level this up because we're not currently level, and there's a bit of an issue with that up there at the moment. It vibrates like you would never believe. And he said to me when I picked it up, he said it all works fine. I put it up there, it don't vibrate. He said to me, it doesn't vibrate. And I'm like, good. But when I got home, put it on the drive, tried it, it's vibrating like you would never believe. Whoa, it's going. But I'm hoping it's because it's not level. The first thing to do before you moan about anything is to make sure everything's okay. So I'm going to get the ramps and we'll level it up so that we're 100% level, and then we'll try the old air conditioning unit again and we'll see what it's like. Right, I don't know if this actual unit is even level, but it will give me an indication. So at the moment we're facing downhill to the back, so we need to come up quite a bit. So I put the ramps underneath the wheels, and yeah, we'll have a look on it. You keep an eye on that for me, and you tell me when we're level. Don't think we're quite warm enough yet. Won't get up the ramps. It's not perfect, but we're there pretty much. Can't go a lot more because the bloody thing ain't got enough power to get up the ramps. I'm a bit worried about the clutch, to be fair. So, right, let's try it now. Right, so turn it on. Now, the trouble that was happening was the fan and all that would come on, but then when the compressor kicked in, it would vibrate like no tomorrow. Now we're more or less level, not perfect, but we're a lot better than what we was. Let's see what happens. I got it on heat because it's cold. That's just the fan. I'll wait for the compressor to kick in, and I'm hoping it ain't going to vibrate because I don't want to have to go through the palaver of ringing up this bloke and saying, look, it's bloody vibrating a lot. Coming out cold at the moment because the compressor hasn't kicked in yet. Hopefully it'll kick in a minute. Takes its time. The sparker on the boiler works now. That didn't work before. He hasn't touched any of the gas, any of the boiler, but now the ignition, the spark to light the pilot on the boiler works. So I'll hook the gas up in a minute, or probably later on, and see if that's going to do anything. I want this compressor to kick in. Got an orange light here. I wonder if that's because it's sensing that we're not quite level. Yeah, I reckon that's sensing that we're not quite level. I'll have to read the book on it. I'll read the book on it and see what it says. Oh, here we go. Kicked in now. Surely it can't supposed to be like that. It's not supposed to be like that. Surely, no? People wouldn't put up with that, would they? People don't put up with that, do they? Can't be right, can it? It's not supposed to vibrate like that, surely. Well, I would have thought that there would be like dampers around it to sort of take up any vibration from the compressor. I don't know, I didn't fit it. I paid a bloke to fit it. But I would assume there should be some sort of damper like things around it to take up the vibration, so there is none. So it's because you can't have that on while you're trying to go to bed, can you? While you're trying to sleep, or even if you're just sitting in here, it's like an industrial unit, that is, isn't it? Well, you lot tell me, I don't know. Oh, it's broken there as well, look. Bloody hell. Didn't even notice that the other day. It's broken, yeah. Bloody pain in the arse, man. I was really excited about this. Like, I've been really excited about it, but a bit of a disappointment, to be honest. Now, I don't think it's the unit's fault. I think it's the way it's been fitted. I might be wrong. Well, you lot tell me. I've never had one of these before, and I've never been any caravan or motorhome what's got one. So, do they vibrate like this? They can't do, can they? They can't do. No one would put up with this noise, surely. Anyway, let's move on and do something else, and we'll sort that out later on. I might have to ring him up and say, it's vibrating, man. But I don't have to go all the way back there, so hour. I've got this carpet here. This is left over from the bedroom. I've been saving it for bloody months now, because I wanted to put it in here. It's not quite long enough, unfortunately, but I did suspect that it wouldn't be long enough. Hopefully I've got enough offcuts and I can make it go up to that little sort of piece of wall thing there, and that part there I'm going to get a step thing, what you call them, doorway thingy, and I'm going to have this back part as mat. Now, I've got some matting. Whether I've got enough matting I'm not sure, but it's going to be a mat so that when you walk in you don't get your dirty shoes on the carpet. You can take your shoes off there, put them to the side if it's wet outside, you know, because we're not going to be running an awning or nothing like that. If it's wet and raining, you put your shoes to the side, and then yeah, a bit of a mat, and then we just come in. So hopefully I've got enough carpet where I can, because it's not quite wide enough either, but hopefully I've got enough, I can cut it off and fill in that little gap, and it'll go right up to the end there. Once I've got it fit to the size that I want it to go to, so it doesn't slide around, I'll get some spray glue and glue it to the floor. I was going to get proper gripper things that you get in your house, but I don't really want to be putting loads of nail holes in the floor, so I'm just going to glue it to the floor, and yeah, hopefully that should work out quite well. I'm running the old heater, air conditioning unit heater thing, to see if it's going to sort of wear in a little bit and stop vibrating, but it's still vibrating. I haven't read the book yet, so you lot are probably going to be shouting at me going, read the bloody book, you dickhead, but I'm pretty sure that orange light probably means that it's not level, and because we're not quite level. We're not bloody can't even see it. Where are you? We're not far off, but we're not perfect. So I don't know whether it has to be absolutely perfect for it to not vibrate. Who knows? Anyway, let's get this carpet done. Well, there we go. It's mostly, I've still got a little bit of trimming to do around the edges. I've got to work out something with the fridge, because now the carpet's too thick, I can't open the bloody fridge door. So luckily there's a little bit of room along the top there. They've put a bit of wood in. I better lift the fridge up, hopefully. I'm going to take that gas fire out. It's redundant anyway, it doesn't work, so I'm not going to do it today, but the plan is probably going to take that out completely and just put a cupboard in there, little place to store some shoes, bits and bobs like that, you know. Straighten up that edge there. I have got enough offcut where I could put the carpet right up to the end, but I quite like my little idea with the mat. So what I'm going to do is probably going to straighten that edge and then put the mat from there back with a little strip, little door strip thing, but that won't happen today, but that is the long-term plan. Take that out, and yeah, it's mostly in. Fix up that little join there, because you can see it and it's annoying me a little bit. I'll trim it up a little bit better so it all fits in there, the little bit, because it wasn't quite wide enough, so I had to cut a bit and put it in there. But we probably will have a table there most of the time anyway, so it's not as if you'll notice it. Hoover all the little bits and bobs up. There's the mattress. That wasn't flock up there before, that was like a, well, it was the same as what the roof used to be, and it had a hole in it. So luckily he's flocked all of that, that's all done now. That was leaking all around there as well, all the front. I didn't even know, but he came across it, sent me pictures, so that all had to be done. All this front part's all brand spanking new. Yeah, exciting. And it's got a couple of trackers on it and everything now as well. So it's been proper pimped up. Cost an absolute arm and a leg, but such is life, man. What do you do? What can you do? Still disappointed with that aircon, but we'll work that out. Hopefully it's just because it's not perfectly level. I'm going to put the rest of this carpet in, and then I'll show you. In fact, I'll show you now. Look at this. This is the new toilet. I'm going to paint this. This is the old wall, by the way. There used to be a coat rack here. I think I might put another coat rack there again, because it's quite a handy little space. You know, the door opens that way, and it's a nice little space there. You can hang a few jumpers and things. I quite like that. I think I'll put another coat rack in there again. Light switch for the bathroom light up there. Looks like he originally marked it and put it in a different place. Oh well. I'm probably going to repaint all of this, obviously, because it's, you know, it's a bit dicky, isn't it? Obviously that's where the old roof used to come down to there, and the new roof doesn't. It's not quite as thick. So I'm probably going to paint all of this wall as well. But I'm also going to paint the doors. There used to be a bolt there. I'm going to paint all that, all them units there. These are all going to be painted. I don't know what colour to paint them. So leave suggestions, please, in the comments, so that I've got an idea. I say I wanted to paint them white, but then is white too much? I don't know. I just didn't want it to be dark and gloomy in here. But then again, see, if I had my way, I would have left it the wood, because this used to be this colour. All of these here would have been that colour, and it would have matched that. But you know, the people who had it before me, they painted it this, well, I'd call it a light purple, but everyone else seems to call it grey. But whatever it is, it's painted, and I want to paint it again, because I don't really like that sort of colour. I don't think it goes with anything. They also had them cushions made up to match it, but I don't know. I can't decide. I don't think I like it, and even if I do like it, I'm not going to leave it sort of like that. All scuffs. There's all scuffs everywhere, see? I'm going to redo it. Anyway, this is the new toilet. It's all been resealed with a brand new skylight up there. It's all been sealed up. And get this, as wet as there's the old, I don't know what that's doing, stuck on there. Look, a bloody piece of wood, look, stuck on there. I have to get that off. It's the old sink, the old tap, the old toilet, which works. Needs a jolly good old clean, but it works. Window works, everything. So happy days with that. That's all completely, you know, 100% watertight. So we can, if we wanted to, we can shower in there now. I ain't got to worry about that. The only thing I've got to do, that plug, the pipe work, the drainage pipe, it all fell apart, he said. In fact, I've got it. I think I've got it in here. Yeah, this was the old drain, and he said it just kept falling apart there. So he put new pipe on, but the trouble with that is that the old plug holes, they're smaller. So the pipe's bigger diameter and the plug holes are smaller. So I've got to get 2 new plugs. And then the bathroom, the shower, toilet thing, majiggy, whatever you want to call it, is completely done. So happy days with that. But yeah, there we go, you lot. Slow progress now, but I will. Now it's here and it's back. It's just little things, isn't it? Just little things. I've got to try and work out. I might have to change this carpet because I can't open the bloody fridge. I didn't think about that when I put it in. And I'll have to take that piece of wood out and see if I can raise the fridge up. Hopefully it's got little legs and I can just screw them, raise it up a bit. But I should imagine that'll be screwed in anyway. Anyway, let's have a little tidy up, shall we? Let's have a little bit of a tidy up. Gotten the pneumatic out again. Let's hoover up most of this. What's it? Is that right in? That's right in. Weird. Don't want to go together very well. Put that one there. Now, have a little bit of a tidy up and then we can see where we are. Nothing worse than working in a mess. Just reading through the manual there, and that orange flashing light, that just meant it was heating mode. It goes blue when you put it in aircon, and yellow when you put it in, or orange when you put it in heating mode. So it has nothing to do with being level or anything like that. So just reading through the manual to see if I can find out why the vibration is happening. To me, it's obvious. It's just the roof. It needs to be dampened in some way. But I was told that it doesn't vibrate, and now it is. So we're just trying to work out why. Right, I'm out of here. Got other things to do, but I think if I get a bit of time, I'm gonna try and sort out that fridge. But if I get a bit of time, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna take all the sticky stuff off the sink, because a load of random sticky tape stuff. It's like a cover. It's like wood effect stuff. I don't like it, so I'm going to peel all of that off. And there's a few more little things. I've got to screw this bed down here back together, because it's a settee. It's a seat, but it's also pulls out to be a bed. Well, I unscrewed it all in order to get the wall out, but he's just put it back and he hasn't screwed it all back together. So I'm going to screw all that back together so the bed's completely functional. And I've got the table in the garage. That's got a funny sticky thing over it. I'll show you that in a minute. It's got a funny sticky thing all over it. And I'm gonna peel all that off, sand the table all down and varnish it, and have it just a wood table, so it matches the other unit, that unit down there. I want it to match that, because that's what it does match. It's just got a sticky thing all over it. So I'll do that. And my dad was on about he's on about, like, you could strip all this paint off of all these units and have them how they're meant to be. But I think it's an option, but I think it's going to be a long process trying to get all that paint off of all of those units everywhere. Not sure. I'd like to do that if I can, but it's a bloody long process, and I don't know if I'm going to be bothered with it. I think I might just be more tempted just to find a colour that we both like, me and the missus, what we like, and paint it. Trying to think of the word then, and paint it. I think, don't know. You put in the comments, what would you do? Would you strip that all off, paint stripper it, get rid of all that colour on these units, or would you just find a colour that you like and repaint them as they are? Let me know. Be interesting to hear all your thoughts, comments. And I know some of you are going to have thoughts and comments on what's been done, so by all means stick that in the comments as well. Any useful information about this air conditioning unit / heater unit thingy, why it's vibrating so much, please put it in the comments as well, because I'm always open to any help and advice. I personally think it's just due to the fact that the way it's been mounted on the roof, obviously, because those compressors, they do vibrate, and I would expect there to be some sort of bushes, rubber bushes or something like that, to take it up the vibrations, so the vibrating doesn't go through the roof and through the whole motorhome as it's doing now. But anyway, I'll see you lot on the next one. Talbot is back. Well, I'm over the moon about it. I need to grow back my legs and my arms. I borrowed these ones. These ain't real arms. I borrowed them because I've had to give my ones. I've had to, cost my arms and legs in order to pay for all this stuff to be done. So I've had to borrow some arms and legs for now. I'll see you lot on the next one. Thanks for watching. And treat everyone equally, treat everyone how you want to be treated, and we'll all have a nice happy life, yeah? None of this arguing and all this bollocks. See you later.